Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be breaking down the UFC 294 co-main event. Kamaru Usman taking on Khamzat Chimaev. Gonna be an absolute banger, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into this breakdown video. Khamzat Chimaev, how is he going to fight Kamaru Usman, and what is his best path to victory against Kamaru Usman? It's obviously going to be that pressure, relentlessness, aggression, and octagon control that he brings to the UFC cage. If he isn't able to establish that octagon control against Kamaru Usman, this could get very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. And if it gets out of the first round, it could also be very, very interesting. But let me just tell you this. If Kamaru Usman is on the back foot early, and if Khamzat Chimaev's pressuring him with his high guard and, throwing his body kicks, leg kicks at Kamaru Usman's weak knees, I think that Kamaru Usman could be out cold in that first round. Honestly, we've seen Kamaru Usman not being able to deal with pressure, body kicks well against Colby Covington. And if Colby Covington can rock you in 10 rounds that they fought, I feel like Khamzat Chimaev can rock him, especially the way Colby Covington fought him. Kamaru Usman isn't the best guy at dealing with pressure against him. He's more of the guy that wants to lead the dance with that jab, that really nasty jab that he's implemented over the past 5 fights. Been an absolute crucial part of his championship run. I think 5 defenses, 6 title wins or something. Very impressive run by Kamaru Usman. But if Khamzat Chimaev, like I've just said, is able to get that pressure going, get that octagon control going, get that aggression going, get some takedowns going, I think that Kamaru Usman's going to get KO'd, to be honest, boys, or subbed in that first round. I don't really see a sub. I don't really see Kamaru Usman being the type of guy to just give up an easy position for Khamzat Chimaev. But man, Khamzat Chimaev is going to be such a big guy compared to Kamaru Usman in there in terms of weight. Maybe not the height, but weight. It's going to be such a massive factor. We know that Khamzat Chimaev has been bulking for the past year. For his middleweight move after UFC. I think it was 279. No, when was it? It was 279. I'm pretty sure when Nate Diaz fought Tony Ferguson. But yeah. If Kamaru Usman isn't able to establish his jab early, it's going to be a very difficult night at the office for him, in my opinion. Kamaru Usman's all of his offense comes from that jab. Really, yes, he'll throw that right hand at times, but that jab leads the dance for him, and if he isn't able to establish that against Khamzat Chimaev in that first round, it's going to be a very, very long night for him. But if Kamaru Usman is able to establish that jab, circle around the outside for that first round and get out of that first round into the second and third round, it could get very, very, very interesting. We know that Kamaru Usman has some of the best cardio in the UFC, so I don't really see the short notice thing being a massive factor for this matchup, in my opinion. And we know that Kamaru Usman has went 5 hard rounds against many fighters. Masvidal, Colby Covington twice. Yes, he found the finish in the 5th round, but you know what I mean. And he just has that insane cardio base that underneath him, really. And we've seen Khamzat Chimaev slow down against Gilbert Burns, and if you're slowing down against Gilbert Burns and Gilbert Burns is able to win that second round and really put it on you in that third round, yes, Khamzat Chimaev definitely won that third round. I feel like Kamaru Usman can do the exact same thing and be more technical about it. But I would just say Gilbert Burns is better on the back foot and is better from his back, which, did cause, in my opinion, Khamzat Chimaev a difficult stylistic matchup for him. But man, I can't doubt Kamaru Usman's mentality, championship experience in this 3-rounder against a guy that has slowed down before. So if he does get out of this first round, I mean, I think that Kamaru Usman can win this fight, to be honest. I really think that he can win this fight by TKO in the later rounds or by submission. Or not by submission, by decision. That's what I meant to say. No way. He has no BJJ offense whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, Kamaru Usman definitely can win this fight if he is able to establish that jab early, go feint high, feint low with it, jab to the body to keep the range, and kind of just deal with the pressure early that Khamzat Chimaev will bring. I don't think many guys in the UFC will be able to deal with that pressure and aggression that Khamzat Chimaev brings, but I do feel like Kamaru Usman definitely is that guy that could be the guy to deal with that style of Khamzat Chimaev. And also, guys, let's be honest, Kamaru Usman's takedown defense is some of the best takedown defense we've ever seen in the UFC octagon. I would say it's the second best to Jon Jones. 97.3% takedown defense, been taken down once in his whole career by Leon Edwards. It's just such an impressive stat. And, you know, yes, the body locks, the takedowns are so much different for Khamzat Chimaev compared to the guys that he's fought previously, like Colby Covington, Damian Maia, and those other guys that he's fought who attempted many takedowns on him. Khamzat Chimaev will bring a more body lock based, you know, clinch takedowns, but I feel like Kamaru Usman can definitely stuff the takedowns in those situations. We know that this guy has insane takedown defense, and if the body lock takedowns are not working for Khamzat Chimaev, if he goes for them, this is going to be a stand-up war. And I think that Kamaru Usman can definitely win a stand-up war. I really do think that he can win a stand-up war in this matchup. Khamzat Chimaev has no head movement. Yes, I'm going to go back to the jab. I've said it, like I've repeated it 100 times this video, but you know what I mean. Khamzat Chimaev has zero head movement. Even if you watch his pad work, it's just like boom, 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 boom. Like there's nothing like slip and roll, bam, slip, slip. You know, like there's nothing off the center line whatsoever when he's even hitting pads. We saw that in the Gilbert Burns fight. You know, I predicted that Gilbert Burns would be able to hold his own, especially on the feet, and land some big shots due to the lack of head movement that Khamzat Chimaev brings. And like I said again, that jab is going to be there all day for Kamaru Usman in that second and third round. I think it's going to be very difficult to establish control against Khamzat Chimaev early because, like I've said again, Khamzat Chimaev does just bring a different level of pressure, control, aggression in that UFC octagon. But yeah, guys, my prediction for this matchup is going to be Khamzat Chimaev by TKO KO round 1. I really feel like the aggression, pressure, the age factor, the youth that he is bringing into this fight, the improvements that he's going to be that he's going to have in this fight, and the size in this fight, especially since he's been bulking for the past year for his move to middleweight. So I do think those factors are going to be the deciding ones for this matchup. But like I said, guys, if you see Kamaru Usman stuff the body lock takedowns early, establish more octagon control than what Khamzat Chimaev wants. We know that Khamzat Chimaev just wants every single piece of that octagon. He wants to march you down with that relentlessness, pressure, and just take you down and maul you. But if he isn't able to establish that big of control, it could get very interesting, guys. And like I said, if it gets into that second and third round, I'm going to have to side with that Kamaru Usman championship mindset, championship experience. And we've seen him in wars before, and he has been able to do very well in those type of wars. And I do have a bet on this fight, and it's going to be Kamaru Usman moneyline, 1 unit plus 240. If Khamzat Chimaev really is this guy who can just go over, march across the octagon, I don't care if it's Kamaru Usman at 36 years of age, just about past his prime, if he can really just go out there and maul and starch Kamaru Usman, a championship level fighter, one of the greatest welterweights we've ever seen in the UFC octagon, this guy is going to be one of the most unbeatable champions we've seen in a long, long time. So I am going to take that shot that can he really do that to a guy with that type of takedown defense, with that type of just mentality, that type of skill he's facing in Kamaru Usman? I don't know. I think he probably can and probably will win this matchup. He can win it even by decision, even if it extends, but I'm willing to take the shot on Kamaru Usman one last time, ladies and gentlemen. I do still think that he's a world-class, elite, championship-level fighter at this point in his career at 36 years of age. So I'm going to take the plus 240 shot on Kamaru Usman in this fight. I think that the odds are a bit wide at minus 330 right now, I'm pretty sure, for Khamzat Chimaev. I do feel like that's a bit of a I don't know. I just don't really like those odds. I wouldn't be parlaying Khamzat Chimaev at those odds, to be honest. I think that if you were able to get him at minus 175, minus 200, I do understand you playing that. But at minus 330, that's a stay away spot for me. So I'm going to play Kamaru Usman straight in this matchup and take the value side on one of the best fighters we've seen in the last 5 years of MMA. Kamaru Usman moneyline plus 240. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment your predictions down in the comments below, guys. I will see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your week. UFC 294, gonna be an absolute banger, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.